Okay, cool. So it is that time, and I got to tell you guys the first thing I need to know. Let me come over here and open up the questions box real quick. Guys, what I need to know is that first that you can see my screen. Just go ahead and type yes or no in the chat. Let me know if you can see my screen. And yes, this is Chad Nicely on the call. Okay. And next, I'm going to assume, smart assumption, that you guys can definitely hear me, right? Or else you guys wouldn't have been answering yes. And somebody's being a smart ass this morning actually said no, but then they came back and said, I'm just kidding. So, hey, that's cool. Everything's all good. We've got a great session for you today. There's still people signing on as we go. And I see that my partner, Chris Jenkins, just signed on. Chris, you there, buddy?
Yeah, I tried to get in here. It looks like I'm muted.
Cool. All right. So we got a good show today. Just go ahead and type in the chat, guys, and let me know where you're from. We'll just give it here another minute just because there's still people signing on. I don't want anybody to miss what we're going to show. Okay, cool. So I see that we have Julie from Tampa. Let's see, Chicago. Becky from Chicago. All right, Joe, that's Alabama, Jacksonville, Tennessee, New York, Sacramento, Houston, Terry from Dallas, Dayton, Ohio. Awesome. Keep these names coming in. It is great to see everybody. And I actually recognize a lot of people on the call. So, Chris, I tell you what, I think we're going to go ahead and get started. It looks like it's that time. So feel free to jump in here because you and I have worked together for a long time. So you're going to know the short little story that I'm going to share with everybody here. And Chris can actually validate that story, and he can probably add to it. So just feel free to jump in whenever you want. Okay, Chris?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound good, man.
Okay. All right. I guess I thought I was muted. I was trying to unmute myself. I'm all set to go then.
And I'll bet you're on a hot spot.
Yeah, I am. I'm in the middle of nowhere as usual, So.
That's just funny. I think it's hilarious that this guy gets better internet connection on his hotspot than he does his landline or whatever that is. I don't know. So.
Yeah. Well, hey, you got to use what works, right? Isn't that the way it goes?
Yeah. All right, so here's the deal, guys. I think 2015 for me is just going to be a big time of confessions because so far all I've been doing is admitting mistakes over and over and over, mistakes I've made in my business for the last 14 years, and this call here is going to be no different. So before we get into this, I feel like I owe you an explanation. I know Chris is probably just dying. He hasn't seen the slide yet, but he's probably like, yeah, I know where he's going here. But 2 years ago, I made the statement, and I was very bold. I was very pissed off when I said it. And the statement I made, and for those of you that are on my list, you've probably heard me say this, I said I was done with SEO. And I meant it at the time. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. But first, for everybody that's already affiliated with, just say yes or no if you have heard me say that I am done with SEO. Just type that. That's about right. Look at all those yeses, Chris. And I've been preaching.
Couple of them there, don't you?
Yeah, and I've been preaching this for a long time, guys. So it's not that I'm trying to contradict myself. I'm not trying to be one of those marketers. But here's what I've learned, and this was a hard lesson for me to learn. What I've learned is that this business is always evolving, it's always changing, and you better be ready to adapt to changes, and you better be able to make those changes at the drop of a hat if you want to really survive in this business. So hopefully that's a fair statement to make, and you guys will forgive me for being that blunt and direct years ago. But I think I've gotten a little bit smarter over the years, and I kind of think about things before I say them now. So today, this is my site, chadnicely.com, and I've had that site for years. I think it was actually registered in like 2007, and before that, I had several sites before then. I've been in this business for 14 years, and the first website I ever had was called Destiny Internet Marketing Solutions. I made it with a web page editor called Web Easy. Okay, you guys can Google that. It's pretty interesting. That was before Front Page, before Expressions, before WordPress. We're talking about 14 years ago, guys. So today, I realize that it's very important to have a strong presence with your site. And it doesn't matter if you have an authority site like mine, or if you have niche websites or e-commerce, or if you're selling t-shirts. It really doesn't matter. This today is very active, and it's still a very successful method and business strategy, and I'm going to explain to you why. But when I made that statement back in 2012, what I did is, how many of you guys, just go ahead and type yes or no in the chat, how many of you have heard of the Wayback Machine? Are you familiar with the Wayback Machine, Chris?
You know, I remember a little bit about it, but I'm not like that good at it. No, I mean I remember the term.
Yeah, it is the coolest damn machine out there. And what's really cool, guys, is just go ahead and do a search for a Wayback Machine and type in sites like ClickBank, type in sites like Aweber, eBay. You'll be amazed how ugly and boring those sites used to look like. But it's also a very good wake-up call, because it's a good reminder that even the big Fortune 500 companies and the big guys that we consider to be the gurus in the business, they started out small. And they just had just a few words on a page and everything else, and it's pretty interesting. So what I did was I went and searched for my site in the Wayback Machine, and this is what my site looked like back in 2012, a little over 2 years ago. And if you look here, I thought that was kind of funny. See this post I did on January 18, 2012, and it says, got your SOPA and PIPA hanging between your legs. If you guys remember the whole SOPA and PIPA thing, that's when they were trying to silence the internet and everything. And I'd written this post, and it actually went all the way to Congress, and I actually received a call from my U.S. Senator, and he wanted me to come to his office and sit down and explain to him just what I was trying to say here in this post. So it got a lot of attention, and it was then that I realized, just how important media and blogs and posts and stuff like that were. You can get a lot of traction with them and then go viral, and you can get the attention of some big people. But if you look over here on the right-hand side, guys, here's my point in showing you this slide. Over there, you see that ChadNicely.com had an Alexa ranking of 107,000. Now, when it was all said and done, before I called it quits, I got my Alexa ranking down to 40K. And that's really, really good. That's 40K worldwide. That meant throughout the whole entire world, my site was number 40,000. Okay, so if you think about all the sites in the world, that's pretty good. And at the time I did this screenshot, which is a long time ago, you see that I had 938 links there. Now I'm showing you this so that you know I'm not just feeding you a bunch of BS and hype today, that I really did have a very high authority blog in the IM space, and I did very well with my links and my Alexa ranking and everything else. This used to be a very big part of my business. Matter of fact, it was such a big part of my business that this was an article on johnchow.com, and this is where I was talking about how I was hitting the 150K mark just for my blog. And that was like something like $285 a day, and it's a pretty interesting article. But this was a big part of my business. And having an authority blog and doing blog posts every day, and I was a video blogger, all this stuff was very important to me, and I made a lot of money. So I'm not just somebody that's here pitching something to you, and I have no idea what I'm talking about. I mean, I have a lot of experience with this, but the truth is I get pretty pissed off. And the reason why is because this is all kind of resurfacing, and I got a lot of bad memories that are just coming back. And I'm sure you can relate to this, Chris. You probably recognize a lot of the things here on the screen.
Yeah, I was looking for like Snipsly, and I did all the tricks, the little tricks and stuff to be able to get things up there. That was more my thing than the linking like you did, and the Sanook. Oh boy, yeah. Yeah. SE Nuke, iWriter, Article Writer, XRummer, Magic Article Submitter, Backlinks Indexer. Guys,
I'll tell you what, we're not on speaking terms, but if I had my wife on the call, ex-wife, she would tell you that our bill was about $2,500 a month in article writing services, backlinking services. I haven't even shown you like OnlyWire and all the bookmarking services and all the accounts we were setting up. I mean, things were crazy. Yeah, I was hitting that 100K mark, but I was spending at least $25K every single year just in overhead alone, just overhead costs, not even talking about my time, which I was working pretty much 12 hours a day in this business, and my wife at the time, she was assisting me. She didn't have a job, and so, I mean, we were hitting this hard, and it was hard back in the day to kind of have the rankings that I had back then and have the Alexa ranking and to be able to make that kind of money from your blog. But I did it. But I was working my ass off, and it sounds like Chris was doing the same exact thing. Things were tough back then, okay? But there was one thing that I learned, and what I learned, how many people are familiar, just say yes or no in the chat, how many people are familiar with C-class IPs? Let me know if you're familiar. Just say yes or no. No, no, no. Okay, there's a couple yeses. So most people are not familiar with C-class IPs. And basically, a C-class IP made it to where you could not be tracked. So you had all of these different host accounts on your C-class IPs, and what you would do is you would set up what we called them back in the day is we called them farms. So it wasn't articles, but it was actual sites. You had all of these satellite sites or farming sites around, and then in the center what you would have is you would have your money site. So when Google looked at this, it could not tell that these sites belonged to you because you had C-class hosting and you had C-class IPs. Okay, now I don't know if that's the official way to define it, guys, because I'm not a big technical guy. I just understood that I was spending a lot of money with C-class IP hosting as well as the IPs, and I know that this was a very effective method, and I got over something like 2,200 keywords ranked for my site. Okay, now this, from what I have seen, has kind of evolved into what we know as the PBNs. Yes or no? How many people know what a PBN is? Ah, okay, now we're talking. Now, but back in the day, we didn't know what PBN network was, right? It just hadn't been coined yet. Instead, we had satellite sites and we had farming sites. And this method here, it was working very well. And it was helping me with my Alexa. It was helping me with my keywords, okay? And it was helping me make a lot of money. However, overnight, those 6 figures, bye-bye. And the reason why, my daughters love this guy, by the way, but the reason why was because big, ugly schmuck here on the screen, who in my opinion was a bully at the time. I don't know how many nights of sleep that I just lost because of this damn thing. And my whole entire business was flushed down the toilet. And I'm not trying to look for your pity, and I'm not crying here, and I'm not whining over spilled water, okay? That was a long time ago. And my story is just like everybody else's story. A lot of businesses were affected. We lost a lot of money. I lost 6 figures overnight, and I had to figure out something real quick. And so what did I do? Well, I did what everybody else did, and I started focusing on paid advertising. I started focusing on Facebook, okay? And that's where my focus has been. And then I got very involved with video and very involved with launches, and Chris and I have done a lot of amazing things together, and that's just kind of where it went. You know, I had to make up for that loss, and that was a lot of other people, and I was done with SEO. And when that happened, I mean, Google took $100,000 from me. And when that happened, I said, screw this. I'm done. I'm never going back. Now, I tell you, I ate my words because, and this is something Chris and I are both involved in, it wasn't until I was faced with SEO head on. Now, I swore I would never have anything to do with SEO ever again. However, one of my very best dear friends that I have known for several years decided, you know what, I'm going to go out there and launch my own products. And so He reached out to me for help and said, hey, you're the video guy. Will you help me market this product? And Chris is the big launch guy, and so I got him involved. And now we found ourselves involved with an SEO product. It happened to be a PBN product. And this was something I swore I was not only going to practice, but certainly I was not going to promote, and I was not going to do any marketing for it. But what we found out, because we were so involved with this product, and we really get to know the product that we're promoting, especially if we're involved with the launch. We want to know that it's quality. We want to know that it's going to provide value for you, and it's actually going to make a difference in your online business. So we got very involved with this project here. And what we learned from my good friend Jason is we learned that everybody did what I did. And they all left the business, okay? And they went over here to paid advertising. And they started getting on the Facebook bandwagon. And then there was a little bit with Instagram and Pinterest and stuff like that. And video became very, very big, okay? Everybody's over here focusing on this when people like Jason are over here still working the SEO side, and he learns how to take satellite sites and convert them over to private blog networks, and he learns how to provide content to all those, and he's got all of these massive systems set up. And here's what we learned. We learned that Google cleaned house. Google got rid of all the garbage on the internet, and what it left was it left high quality sites. So if you did exactly what Google wanted you to do, and you set up these sites that had high ranking authority content, all original, no spun garbage, anything like this. Backlinks are still very important today, just like they were back in the day. Satellite sites, PBN networks, all of this stuff is still in effect. It still works. However, it's easier, it's more feasible. You don't have to have all those products and services that we showed you a minute ago, and it really is the way to go. And the people that stuck with it today, they now have high rankings, massive keywords ranked, and they're making a lot of money. And it really surprised me when I actually saw what it takes today to rank a site and to dominate not only the first position of Google, but we've been hearing how people are dominating like the whole entire first page of Google. And I've learned how they've done this. And now I find myself, and Chris and I had this conversation earlier, we're now back in the SEO game. And the reason why is because it's easy, and because now we're frustrated with Facebook, right? So it goes back to what I said at the beginning of the call. You have to adapt to the changes, and you just got to be willing to be open to technology and social media and some of the things that are hitting our marketplace. Do you have anything to add on that, Chris?
Just that I'm not using the Wayback Machine. My sites were a lot uglier than yours.
Cool. So with that being said, guys, here's the deal. We have, now that you know how this whole thing came about, and you know why we are backing this up and why we're about to give you a live demonstration, okay? Type in the chat and let me know if you want to see a live demonstration. I'm going to show you something that you can use with PBN networks that is unlike anything I've ever seen before. And as you're watching this demonstration, we're actually, let me know when Richard signs on, Chris. We're just waiting for him. He'll be here in just a second. While you're watching this demonstration, for those of you that come from our era, you were doing SEO years ago, think about all the different plugins and softwares that you're about to see in one suite. Think about how many products and services and plugins that you had to have in the day just to accomplish what this one piece of software is doing. And I think you guys will be really amazed. And there he is, Chris. I see that he just signed on.
Okay, yep, I see him.
Okay, cool. So, hey, Richard, are you there, bud?
I am, mate. Hiya, Chad. How are you doing?
What's happening? Good, man. So you ready to show us this tool?
I am, yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to go ahead and make you presenter, if that's okay. Just real quick, Richard, I talked about SEO just a little bit ago, but it's just surprising the hell out of me how strong SEO is today. It's like it's coming back more fierce than ever. And it seems like it's getting easier than it is back in the day. Like a lot of people have heard me say that I had to have like SE Nuke and XRummer and Magic Article Submitter, and I had to pay people to write articles. And it wasn't known as PBN Network, but we had like satellite networks. I can't remember the special servers we had where we basically had satellite sites that acted as PBN networks. But it's just kind of crazy. What's your take on SEO today?
Yeah, it's completely changing. I mean, the last couple of years have been really hard, but like this last 12 months, it's just seeming to get kind of like it was in 2000. You know, it's getting much easier to rank. You know, as long as you've got good quality content. And can you see my screen now? By the way, just making sure.
Yeah, we can see your screen, bud.
Yeah, good.
And these PBN networks are making it really easy, aren't they?
They are, yeah. I mean, I like I said, I've been in PBNs for, well, we didn't, like I said, we didn't call them PBNs, and it's kind of a new name for them, isn't it? But in blog networks since 2099, and I've just recently really started rebuilding them now. But I found it as easy to build them last year as I did 10 years ago. You know, just using different tricks and tips, like and using good quality content and using this tool as well.
Yeah, and the quality content, well, first of all, content on PBN networks is not the easy thing. What you guys have built is just freaking amazing, and I can't wait to implement this in our own strategies as well. 2 years ago, I said, you know what, I'm done with SEO. I'm done with Penguin, Panda, all this crap, because I had my site that was, I don't know, I think I was like 30K in Alexa ranking. I had 3,000 visitors. I was pulling about $700 a day, and Penguin and Panda just ruined everything for me, and I just gave up on SEO. And today, it seems like everybody's given up on SEO, so the people that get it and the people that are in there doing things right, doing according to what Google wants, and setting up these networks like you have here, man, they're making a lot of money.
Yeah, they are, definitely. Like you said with Panda and Penguin, I mean, I got caught exactly the same. Two and a half years ago, I had a site and it was doing almost 1 million views a month, and I woke up one day and lost it overnight.
Yeah.
But, but now I can see kind of how easy it's going to be to rebuild those networks.
Right. Cool. Well, I know you're a busy guy. I know you guys got a lot on your plate, so why don't you show us what we are looking at here?
Right. Okay. So this is like what we call the dashboard. It's what you're seeing is kind of in its basic format. We've got loads and loads of features that are being added as we speak, and ones that we're testing out, beta testing before we actually put in here. So there's going to be lots and lots going to be come across. But this is the kind of it's the main screen that you see when you come in. Now what this does, it lets you manage all your domains from this, from here. Just minimize that a little bit. So what you do is when you come in, this is your like I say, network center. You add in your domain, so you can add in as many domains in here as you want. We're going to put no limits. We were actually going to offer a couple of different licenses where you could have, you know, 30 domains, 40 domains, but we've decided just for 7 days what we're going to do is going to have an unlimited domain, so you can add as many domains in here as you wish. So you can add in your domain, and what we've done is we've included a full database of you know, different areas, US, UK, Canada, Russia. So I mean, like myself, I've got a lot of UK sites because I'm from the UK. So so what you can do is the software will pull the keywords and the rankings and everything else for it will be specific to wherever you want your site to kind of rank. So if I want to rank UK sites, I need to add it into the UK database, or Canada into the Canada database, etc.
Okay. See,
so I was database there. What's
I wasn't quite sure if that was something that was being stored. I totally get it now. That's pretty cool feature.
Yeah, so if you add in, say, a .co.uk, you need to add it into the UK database. So it kind of, rather than trying to rank on a .com, it'll give you all the information you need to be able to rank on on the .co.uk. Google, obviously, it's more region Pacific than so. And then what you do is once you've added your domain name in, pick your database. You need to tell the software whether you've got WordPress installed, because even though this is a web application, it still really works around WordPress. What you need to do is then you need to tell it to search keyword. Now, what the software does, rather than search for keywords just related to whatever keyword you want to put in, it actually searches for keywords that's directly related to the domain. And what it does, it pulls them all down into each domain's different database for each different domain. We're going to have another feature which I'm not sure if it'll be on for launch, but you can just add in any keyword if you want here. But so then you need to add in your username and password for WordPress. Click Add Domain. You can see I added one earlier. So what it does, it adds in the domain. It gives you the date it was created, its DNS. It gives you domain and page authority, and these are constantly updating, so they're not static. It's as your domain authority changes, it'll update here daily. Page authority same. Moz rank, Moz trust, and what it does, it pulls your keywords that's related again to the domain. Tells you whether it's WordPress is installed and it can access it. Tells you how many backlinks are coming into the domain, and then it gives you a quick look at them as well. And it tells you its page rank. Obviously this domain's got no page rank. And then these are the posting and scheduled submissions. Well, I'll show you those later. And then obviously you've got your graph down here. Now we've got backlinks and domain authority. At the moment we're also testing adding in PR and page authority and Moz trust, so you'll see like a lot more statistics down here. So once you've added your domain in, you can also edit your domain as well if you've made any, if you wanted to change the database that it's tied to, you can do that down there. But what you need to do is, once you've added that information, all you need to do is click Optimize, and you'll see it'll jump directly to the second tab. It'll tell you how many categories you've got on your site. And what it does, it pulls, as I said, keywords that are actually related to your domain. Now, this was just a dummy domain that we put in, so it's not really one that we're working on, but you can see it's pulled like Inspire, DIY, room decor, and things like that. So obviously if you had a weight loss domain, it'd pull weight loss keywords. So all you need to do then is, once you've done that, if I wanted to kind of use this keyword on the domain, all I need to do is click on it. It'll automatically pull a couple of articles. All you need to do is spin them.
I completely missed this part altogether, Richard. That is too cool. So it went and pulled that article on its own?
Yeah, it does, yeah. Now,
and it's spinning it.
Yeah, it just spins them. It just spins them so they're completely spun. Now, we've actually got two spinners built in. I'll quickly just show you that. So, now we've got two spinners. We've got a free spinner, and we've got Spin Rewriter. So you can use either one. Because I mean, everybody knows Spin Rewriter. It delivers some good quality content, but as well you can use our free spinner as well, so that's not a problem. And once, oops, I need to click back again. So it pulls the keywords.
So now just to kind of clarify, Richard, just to kind of clarify, because I know there's people that are on this webinar that, they're trying to get into SEO, and they've heard about PBN networks, and they know it's something that they need to get down with. This is not something that you're going to do on your money site, right? We need to clarify that. I mean, this is just for those satellite PBN sites, correct?
Yeah, that's all they are. I mean, you don't, like I say, you never do this on your money site. These are sites that are going to be pointing to your money site to send you, send some authority, send some link juice across.
Right, because I know when we just mentioned spinning, people are saying, oh, well, now wait a minute, that's not something we want to do. But when you're doing it on PBN networks, which these sites are just pretty much there for rankings and to get you the backlinks, correct?
Yeah, they're just to provide authority that the domain is good. It's a good money site.
Cool.
It's just really, I mean, every domain, every site that I build, I always use kind of aged domains, expired domains. I don't use brand new domains. I kind of get ones that already have PR, already have backlinks going to them, and this is what I use this kind of system on to. So obviously those domains already have age, they already have authority. So when those domains start linking to my money site, it gives me an instant boost, because it looks like I'm kind of an authority in the niche. And when you start using something like this on those sites, to get them even better ranked, you're building your traffic really easily.
Cool. Thanks for that.
So once you've done that, all you need to do is click use this article. I don't want to actually use it, so I'm not going to click it, but I'll show you what happens when I do. If I click use this article, it takes me straight across to start Smart Submitter. So what it does, that acts exactly like a WordPress editor. So I can edit the post if I want to, so I don't have to post the spun articles. If I want to add some videos in, if I want to add links in, bold it, pictures, anything like that, I can add it in here. I can change the title if I want to. And what we can do here is we've got like, for this post, but because I haven't fetched it across, I'd have related keywords as well. So what you'd have is you'd have your main keyword, and you may have 20 related keywords. You can use those keywords in this post. So what you're kind of providing for Google is keywords that Google expect to see in that post, because they're all related to the main keyword. And there's lots of information that we provide for those keywords as well, how much competition there is, all kinds of different things. You can also add them to tags, you can link them to other posts, lots of different stuff with them. Now also you can ping the post and index the post automatically. So as soon as this post is submitted onto my blog, it automatically gets pinged to multiple ping sites, automatically gets indexed through lots and lots of different backlinks, and you can also post it automatically, or you can schedule it. So when I said I'd show you later, that's what this part refers to here, the scheduling the post. You can see I go back here, I've submitted 2, so I've got 2 scheduled posts, and that tells me I'm going to be posting 2 scheduled posts onto this domain. You can do this on as many domains as you want.
You know what's amazing to me? I don't mean to interrupt you, but this is just something that I'm noticing. With all the information that you're bringing in and the abilities here, I mean, Richard, I go back to the day and I think about all the different services and softwares that I had to pay every single month just to have this data, and I'm talking about premium prices, right? And I had softwares that were doing pinging for me and doing indexing and everything else, and you guys have just included it all into one package here. And that's really cool, because you don't have a bunch of different logins, you don't have a bunch of different softwares to run, and it's just beautifully laid out. So I just really wanted to tip my hat off to you for that. This is pretty cool.
Thank you very much, Chad.
Yeah, and let me just go ahead and ask guys on the call, how many of you guys, just say yes or no on the call, and you can tell me no, it's okay, you're not going to hurt my feelings, but how many people are liking what they're seeing on the call here? Yeah, just say yes or no. Look at that, Richard. You guys have definitely done something right. Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Let the man talk. Awesome. Okay, man, keep going. I'm pumped up. Keep going.
So we've got another section called Smart Domain Finder. Now we weren't actually going to include this with this section, but we decided to. So this really is just in its basic format. What we wanted to do is we wanted to be able, for the users to be able to find domains that are tied to keywords that they're looking for from the specific databases, so which they could then add into the network and start building. So for example, let's think of a keyword. Go to weight loss. So I can add in keyword weight loss. I can go to any of the databases, stick with the US, and just hit search. And what it does, it pulls me keywords related to weight loss, gives me loads of information about it, like search volume, cost per click, competition, results, and it tells me whether the trend is up or down on that keyword. It tells me the paid results, organic results for it. So it gives me quite a lot of information about that keyword. So then what we've done is we've done it. I mean, these are probably gone because they're quite competitive keywords, but we've given it the ability to be able to, for example, tick up to as many as 10 of these keywords, then click Optimize Selected Keywords. And what it'll find is it'll tell you whether there's any domains that match those keywords. So, for example, if you wanted to try and find a good keyword that had, you know, good search volume with keywords in your niche, you just keep searching here using whichever database you want, and it'll automatically tell you whether those domains are available, and it gives you a direct link to be able to buy the domains, and it instantly searches Woost, so you don't have to go out and search 10 or 15 domains. You can do it completely through here, so I can, for example, submit, you know, do as many as I want.
Now, are those new domains or those age domains?
These are new domains. So if you wanted to add a new domain in, for example, if you were looking at a domain for Dr. Oz Diet, you can find one in .info.
Uh-huh.
So, but these are all new domains. We just wanted to have the ability to be able to, if people couldn't afford the age domains, authority domains, be able to put some good keyword domains into their networks.
Now, what do you recommend for the extension, Richard? Does it matter?
I mean, I've included the top 4 that I use, but we have got more TLDs coming in. But if possible, I always try and stick to .com, .net, .org, if possible.
Yeah, because I remember back in the day, I was picking up those .infos for like $1.99 each, and they just were not really doing any good.
Yeah, it's very hard to rank them. Unless they're really, really very, very good keywords, it's really, really hard to rank them. But we're going to kind of include like the .co.uk's, really region Pacific, so you can kind of tie the keywords that you're looking for in the database, or like obviously UK keywords to the UK domains.
Cool.
Well, so.
And are these considered dead-on domains? And if they are, is that okay for PBN?
It's okay as long as you just don't base your network all around these type of domains. They're all right just to put a few in, but you know, if you're wanting to build a really good quality network, you do definitely need your age domains, need authority domains, all that kind of stuff. In our upsells, we've actually one of the upsells we've included is our instant domain sniper tool, which that actually lets you find age domains, authority domains, all that kind of stuff. So that can do all that there as well.
Okay, cool. And I'll be sure to put that on the offer so that they understand what that is. Awesome. Okay, cool.
The next one is the Smart Silo. Now, I'm not sure, not everybody knows what a silo is and what it does, but obviously you do, check like, but I'll just give you a quick explanation of a silo. But a silo is like it's like a structure that Google expects to see when it's looking for a theme in a certain theme in the content. For example, if you had weight loss, you know, and you had a niche below that. Now, for example, you may have a post that's targets, I don't know, go back to Dr. Oz, what we just said, Dr. Oz. Now, in a silo's kind of all posts that are under that. So when Google comes to your site, it needs to be told that the Dr. Oz main post is the main post that it should be looking at. So what a silo does, it creates a kind of lots of posts underneath that all link back to it, you know, with different keywords that all point, that are all related to the Dr. Oz main post. Also, all the posts on those are all themed as well around Dr. Oz keywords, etc. So it's kind of it's telling Google where it should look, kind of thing. If that makes sense. I don't know if you can explain it better to try to silo how it'd work.
No, I mean, that's not the easiest thing to talk about. I mean, it made sense what you said to me. So I'm over here answering questions too, Richard. So.
Oh, okay. So how the silo works in here, what you do is, for example, you select the domain we've added into Smart Network. We need to decide on a post title. So this is going to be a main post. This is what you're telling Google that it should be looking at. So this is where you'll be pointing your outside links to your money sites. So let's think of one. How to make money online. Excuse me. So what we need to do then is to select a database again, which we're looking at. So we'll stick with the US. So what this is automatically going to do, it's going to pull an article that's related to how to make money online, automatically spin it, automatically post it onto this site. So that's kind of your main post. You can edit it later if you want, but it's automatically going to do that. So I click search, and you can see it's pulled related keywords from the US database to these keywords. Again, it gives you all the data like search volume, cost per click, competition, number of results, whether the trends are up or down. Now what you're going to do with these keywords, because they're automatically related to your main post, so Google's going to expect to see them there. So what this section does, it builds your silo automatically for you. So what you need to do then is you can select up to 10 different keywords. So for example, I'm not going to select 10, but I'll just do work from home jobs, how to make money. And as I said, you can select up to 10. Then all you need to do is click build your silo. And as you can see here, it's automatically built my post. It's automatically posted it here. And it builds it in the correct structure for the link. You can edit this if you want by just clicking here. You can edit that post. And what it's also done, it's also pulled the keywords that you specified. And then what you can do from that is then you can pull across any article. So what it does, it automatically pulls an article related to work from home jobs. You can see the genuine work from home jobs. That's automatically spun, completely readable by Google. Then what you need to do is you need to add in a search keyword that's kind of relevant to the theme. So I'm going to use work. So all you need to do is add in work, search keyword. And what it'll do is it'll search this article and add 3 links back to your main post. And that'll be done automatically. And what you can do again is ping that post, index the post, and you can set it to either post now or schedule. So if I set it to post now, what you need to do then is you need to work your way. For example, you'd have 10 different posts down here. So I get log data, that's getting a post. So how to make money online with your website, that relates to how to make money. It's automatically spun that post. And what you need to do is you need to then put a keyword to search for. So I'm going to use money. Just search the keyword, and that's automatically linked to money back to my main post. Again, select ping post, index post, and post now. Then what I would do if I had 10 different posts here already selected, in fact I'll show you what I'd do. Just select another one, just quickly show you that then. So we've automatically got 3 posts already done here. So I've searched the keywords as I showed you before for each one. And what I'd do is I post now for the first 2, but for example if I had another 8 posts under here, I can tick schedule. So when I click build a silo structure, what it automatically does, it automatically builds my 2 posts directly linked back to this post via keywords that are relevant to this silo. Then it'll automatically, 24 hours after posting this post, it'll post this post directly linked back to there, and then it'll drip feed a post in every 24 hours till your silo structure is built. All the time as it's posting, it's automatically pinging and automatically indexing the post as well. So it's kind of you push in Google from as it's finding those posts, it's pushing Google to your main post, which is this one, which is advertising your money site. So it's sending traffic and authority, link juice, etc. back to your main site. This so once that's done, what you can do is every time you build a silo, it'll keep a selection of the stats that you've posted. For example, these are ones I've tested earlier. So I can do my domain. I can see different posts that I've already done. It gives me the stats of those, so you can see I've got some scheduled, I've got some posted already, and it'll save that for every post, every domain that you actually do. So it kind of gives you a look at, you know, how your posts are building up. We're also going to have some stats on here to see how they're being indexed and what place they're going to be and all that kind of stuff.
Jeez, Richard,
But,
how do you come up with this stuff, man? Seriously, I don't know how you even think this way. I mean, that is so awesome. And so that just pretty much brings it in on its own?
Yeah, it brings everything on its own. I mean, what I tried to do is I tried to, because as I said last year, I've been rebuilding my network, so I kind of tried to put down into the tool what I've been doing to automate it, because I really built this for myself, you know, to kind of automate what I've been doing. So, I mean, the last part is a smart builder. Now, this is the kind of last OTO. Do you want me to show you that? Or?
Oh, please, man. And I need you to stick around just for a minute because I got some questions coming in, too, that we're going to cover real quick.
Yeah, sure, no problem. So smart builder, this is the upsell. Now, what this does, it actually uses our hosting, because we have, like I said, I've been rebuilding this, our private blog networks. So I've got kind of about 7 or 8 servers that what this does, it actually, if you wanted to, for example, if you bought a domain, you can add the domain in here. I'll add my domain in, choose a name from my blog, add in my user email ID, and if I tick this little box here, add direct to network, it'll automatically add it in directly into the smart network. Add a tagline, if I allow comments. And what I've done is I've put here for the remove default settings. Now, what I've done is I've set it so that when you press build your blog, that automatically builds you a fully complete WordPress blog, all set up, all ready to post to, all ready to use completely on our network. And it's already set, kind of like all the settings are done, so you don't have to do any kind of post link settings or anything like that. All your default posts are removed, all your default plugins that you don't need are removed out. So you've got a complete blog to start posting to. So for example, if you have 10 domains, you can add them in here. They'll automatically be added onto the network here, and it'll be using our hosting to be able to build on. And you know, we've got lots and lots of C-class IPs, different IPs. You know, it's a really big network that we've got, so you know, to be able to host on.
Yeah, that's the term I was thinking.
We're allowing people to use our host.
That's what I was thinking of, Richard, and I couldn't think of the word. It was C-class hosting back in the day, right? And so you guys provide all the hosting for the Smart Builder?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Obviously in this section in OTO2 we've got to kind of limit the amount of blogs that people can build on it, but we're going to have different packages for different people. Because I mean, obviously some people may only have 10 domains, somebody else might have 100 domains to be able to build onto. And through here you can access all your WordPress panels and everything. And what the software is going to do is obviously people, I mean, I've done it myself, I'm guilty of this, but forgetting to update WordPress, and then you get these exploits where people come in and hack you and all that kind of stuff. What this software does, it'll check each blog you've got on here. It'll automatically check your WordPress, see whether it's up to date. If it's not up to date, it'll automatically do it for you, same with the plugins. So it'll completely automatically make sure everything you're using is completely up to date. So
yeah, and that's
no
something.
being hacked, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's very important. I actually had a it was a WordPress site, but it was a complete membership site, and because it was not up to date, there was some vulnerability issues as well as some of the plugins. They're actually able, I didn't know this, but they're actually able to come in through your site through a vulnerable plugin.
Yeah, they are, definitely, yeah.
So yeah, security is really cool. So I didn't even know that was built in here. That's pretty cool as well.
Yeah, that's on the OTO, like I say. It's well, we've got loads of different things to add in here. This is just as tester, but we've got lots and lots going to be added into this section.
So everything that you've shown, I just want to be crystal clear with our viewers. Everything you've shown, is this all part of the front end?
No, the front end section is the Smart Network, Smart Domain Finder, Smart Silo.
Okay.
All those are on the front end section. The Smart Builder tool, because obviously hosting's included because it's expensive for the IPs and stuff. We've included that as the last OTO for anybody who's really, looking to get started straight away and really kind of, looking for some good hosting and wants it to connect to the tool.
Okay, so that's the last OTO, because people are asking me questions about what OTOs are and what all's included. And so the Smart Builder is the last OTO, and then you said you had a domain finder?
Yeah, I can quickly show you that if you like.
Please.
This is what we call Instant Domain Sniper. This has been tested by like 3,000-4,000 users. What it does, it searches probably the largest database of expired auction domains that's available, and gives you tons and tons of different filters to filter out those domains: page rank, domain age, price, backlinks, Google search, Google clicks, traffic. Everything's built into there. I've got tons of TLDs, so you can obviously search it down. So let me pick up a couple of domains now, because I'll show you what we can do with it. If you want to use this one, for example, I Love More Apps, age 2 years old, not much PR, but what you can do is if you click optimize again, it'll suggest keywords that you should be using for the domain. It then gives you lots of different statistics about those keywords. You can save the keywords to a CSV file to use with the domain. We've got a competition sniper. It tells you competition for certain keywords in the domain. So for example, all these are competitors for the keyword wrap. We also can look for competitors for the exact domain. We've got the social sniper. You can get social signals for the domain. Obviously there's no social signals for that because it doesn't look a really good domain, but we've got the instant domain report, which will give you a printed off PDF of everything you've just looked at. We've got Instant Time Sniper. What that does, it'll tell you how the domain looked previously, when it was actually live. Now we've got Drop Sniper. This is really kind of the tool that I actually like to use, and this is what I actually do use. What you can do with this, you can actually you can watch domains that are coming up for expiring. For example, these are expiring 7th of the 1st, so it's today. So for example, you can look through all the domains that are expiring in the next couple of weeks and trying to find something for your niche with good PR, good backlinks, etc. And what you can do is you can set through the Dino.apis or InternetBS and NameSilo APIs, you can automatically set it so as that domain actually drops into the database, it'll automatically, I think we've set it to every second, hit the domain database for these three, so it'll actually try and buy it. So if somebody forgets to re-register the domain, you can pick up some really good domains using this. Then we've got Instant Domain Appraiser. This gives a complete appraisal of the domain. It can take a little while because it has a lot of information. You can see it's like the search results, it gives you word tracker, and it gives you, this is a really cool little bit, it gives you the sales history that's domains that are related to this domain. So if you were buying domains for Flip, etc., it'll tell you what domains in a similar category are sold for.
Yeah.
We've got Instant Trade Marker. Now,
That's unreal.
This is because
There's nothing that you have not included in this tool.
it gives you like a match in case you're like encroaching on anybody's trademark. So that's kind of telling me it's a medium risk. But I mean, because a lot of people do actually miss trademarks, and a lot of people I know Microsoft, Facebook, all that kind of thing to stay away from. But these trademarks that we've never heard of, register a domain name, spend a lot of time on it, come along, when a company comes along and tells you you're using the trademark. But yeah, and then we've got like another little bonus section we've added on here. These are like smart keywords. You can add in keywords. Again, search the databases. These are all tied back to the domains, smart domains, smart network. These in here we can keep a check of any domains we're buying, see how they're rising, see how they're falling, if they're going up, etc. So it's quite a good little tool. That's the OTL one.
Cool. Well, we
So if anybody
we already have people asking for the link, Richard. So I think they definitely just let me know yes or no, guys, on the call if you guys got a lot of value in this, because I really appreciate Richard coming on the call, and I'll tell you why. First of all, he's a real SEO, and you heard him say that he actually built this tool for his own use. Those are the best kinds of software and services that you guys want to get involved in. If you hear somebody legitimately say, I built this for my own use, and obviously, you can tell by all the features and everything that he's got in here. I mean, all the bells and whistles in all of these softwares. I clearly know that Richard is a real SEO. Plus, we go back years. I actually just came back from Spain. I hung out with him for about a week. We had a great time. And this is awesome, Richard. And the technology today, I mean, I cannot believe, I mean, you guys are building softwares like Fortune 500 companies build. It's unreal.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, it's unreal, and the people on this call, you guys have such an amazing opportunity because of the way launches are set up. Like back in the day, I mean, if this software was even available, we would have been paying at least $9.97 a month, right, Richard? At least.
Yeah, definitely, at least, yeah.
Yeah, so cool. I know your time is limited, so just really quick, some questions. Childs is saying, what services do we have to buy with this software? And I think the only thing I saw was Spin Writer if you want. Is that correct?
Yeah, you don't have to buy it. We've everything that we've included is all free, but we've included the free section. But if you want to enhance the spinning, we've included the Spin Rewriter API because, I mean, the reason I included that is because I use Spin Rewriter myself. It's just the best tool that you can use for spinning. It's really, I mean, we met Aaron, didn't we, in Spain, and I mean, he told us all about what he had there.
Yeah, he was a good guy, and his rewriter is just awesome, and they provide great service and everything else. So yeah, that's definitely 2 thumbs up there. Yeah. As far as, so David's asking, does this tool use proxies or create any kind of accounts? I didn't see that.
No, it doesn't use any kind of accounts at all. It uses our IPs that are actually built into the servers, into our network. So
okay,
when you're pinging, there's no footprint or anything like that, so you're not going to get any problems at all.
So you don't have to have proxies or anything?
No. Everything is in there as we've included. There's nothing you need to add in at all.
Yeah, it's pretty simple, guys. What you saw, what he demonstrated is what you're going to get. I mean, a lot of people know how to make things look easy, but this really is not that complicated once you get the hang of it. Sarah's saying, who do you recommend for hosting our PBN network?
Yeah, there's a lot of hosting about. I mean, you see a lot of SEO hosting, etc. Now, I'd stay away from SEO hosting because you're kind of leaving a footprint before you even start, because you're telling Google you're trying to gain them to start with. So just use some, make sure you've got plenty of decent IPs. Not, you don't want like 50 sites just on one IP, because with our builder, what we're trying to do is we're minimizing it to about four domains per IP. But who do I recommend? Cyberworks is good. I use Cyberworks. I use Marinoc. I have a server at Liquid Web. All those three are really good accounts. I've used Marinoc since '99, so I've been with those for 15 years now enough. So they're really good guys.
Yeah, I use Liquid Web a lot back in the day too. Let's see. Where does the content actually pull from? Danny's wanting to know that.
Right, we're pulling from multiple article sites online. We're actually using the article API from, I forgot what it's called now, the big one. I forgot the name of it.
Okay.
You can tell it's late over here. The big, the PR, the biggest articles, I can't remember what it's called.
But it's pulling from multiple sources, not just one.
No, it's just multiple sources. I can't actually remember the name of it. But yeah, it uses that API and it's pulling from, I think at the moment, it's 10 different article sites at the moment.
Okay, and James says, it's coming, James. I'm waiting for the link to buy. Adian is saying, do you have to use WordPress?
Yeah, it doesn't work. I mean, you can add your domains and keep track of it, but anybody who's not using WordPress, I wouldn't recommend buying it because you're not going to get that much benefit out of it. You know, it's really built around WordPress. As I said, I built it for myself and I use WordPress on all my sites, so that's why it's kind of tied to that.
Okay, and then Quasi.
Like I say, you can track your domains and everything.
Okay. Okay. I know it's late there, so I'm just kind of sailing through this real quick. Quasi's wanting to know, do you have tutorial videos with your software?
Yeah, we've got complete workdowns of every section covered in the video. Plus, I've got a quick start guide, so in PDF, so it kind of gives you, step by step, but a really quick step by step. So if you don't want to sit and watch 2 hours of me waffling on, you can just use a quick start guide.
Okay, and then
But yeah, everything's. Plus, we've got I would say we've got a really good support desk, and during launch time, I try and man it myself, whilst I like to get good feedback from what people are using it for and everything. So.
cool. And then the last thing I see that I just don't know, is there a limit on the number of domains that you can add?
No, we were going to do, but for this first 7-day period of the launch, you can add as many domains in as you want. So if you got 100 domains in, feel free to add them. But after the 7 days, when it closes down, it's going to go to a monthly fee, and you are going to be limited then for domains. But at the moment, no, it's unlimited.
Awesome, Richard. Do you have anything else to add? I really appreciate you taking the time and showing this awesome piece of software. I'm excited. It's awesome.
Thank you. Thanks, Chad. I just hope people do get some real benefit from it, because like I said, I mean, I built it for myself, so I'm hoping if people use it correctly, they're going to see some nice results like we've been building over the last few weeks, last few months. So, as I said, I'm all on the support desk, so if anybody's got any questions,
Yeah.
feel free.
Yeah, and that's something I do know. Most people, just say yes or no. How many of you guys have bought software from Richard and Simon before? Simon and Richard, whatever. You guys, I don't know what order, but just say yes or no if you've bought their software before. Yeah, so you got quite a bit of fans in here, Richard, so that's cool. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, and look at that. Top-notch support, absolutely. Don't hesitate.
Oh, excellent.
Cool.
Thank you.
Appreciate your guys' comments. You guys rock. Awesome, Richard. Well, I know it's late there, and I know you've got a lot going on. I'll go ahead and take the screen from you real quick. And again, sir, I want to thank you so much for taking the time and showing us this software, and I definitely want to wish you all the best on your launch. Hopefully you can come over here and speak at one of my events. I've got an event coming up here in a couple months. It would be cool to get you on that 39-hour flight. And,
Thank you.
yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and give them the link. Everybody's been wanting the link and everything else. And again, we'll say goodbye to Richard. And Richard, there's some comments for you. I know you can see the questions and everything else. So that is awesome. Thank you so much, and have a great night, sir.
Same to you. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
All right, so everybody wants the link. Let's take a look here. Okay, here's what we got. I want to make sure that you guys understand this, all right? And we've already got the link on the screen. I know you guys can see it, but let me kind of show you what you're getting here, okay? Because I want to make it absolutely crystal clear. And I'm going to tell you I didn't even think of that, Chris. You've got bonuses here that we don't even have included in this slide. I didn't even think of that. In addition to that, when you go to this link, you're going to see his bonus page. But when you get to the sales page, there's going to be some options there for you, okay? I think there's a 5 license, there's a 10 license, and then, is it unlimited, Chris? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, I know Richard had to go, but yeah, so just keep that in mind. The starting price is $27, and that's what we're going to base this presentation on, okay? Because I don't want to confuse anybody. So with the Smart Blog Networks, it's going to manage and build your sites easier. So you're able to manage multiple sites from one dashboard. You can track domain and page authority. And you guys heard me ask Richard earlier, how many domains can you add? I think that was an actual question that came through, and he said it was unlimited domains, that they were going to limit it, but then they decided, you know, they're just going to give you the whole shebang. You can track the PR and the backlinks, right? It gives you all the updates for that. It finds content for your site. You can find the keywords and related keywords for your site. It finds content, it spins it, and it posts it. It's got that rewriter service. I really like that guy, Spin Rewriter. I actually met him in Spain. Awesome guy, and his support is top-notch. So it's integrated with that, but you guys also remember that Richard said you can use the free spinner service if you want. And it finds content, spins it, and it'll drip feed it as well. It also finds domains based on keywords and it adds to network. And I haven't even started talking about the silo structure or any of the other stuff that Richard covered. There's only so much space on a screen, but you guys know exactly what that software does. And right now you can pick it up for just $27. And all you got to do is go to yourimhelper.com/SBB. And again, you pick up the first version for $27. Chris, do you happen to have the other prices in front of you that we can just kind of mention?
It should be like 37 and 47, I believe, and then there'll be a coupon code on there as well. And speaking of screen size, is there any way you can move that? I don't think they're quite seeing the link all the way. Can you move that up just a little bit, or is it kind of going to be too difficult there?
The Your I Am Helper one?
Yeah, it's not quite there. Yeah, there we go.
How about that? Is that better?
There we go. That's awesome.
Okay.
Everybody can see it now.
Okay.
Hey, we had a few people in the chat box saying they couldn't see the link, and I realized that they couldn't either. But yeah, there'll be those will be the coupon code there. So make sure you use the coupon code, and it should tell you you know, when it's going to expire, and make sure you get there as quick as you can for the early bird.
Okay. Yeah. So yourimhelper.com/SBB. Okay, and I actually screwed up my slide here. We went through all this. All right, so that is the front-end offer, guys. Okay, and what that's going to do, you guys know how a sales funnel works, and Richard already told you what the special offers were. So the first special offer was the Smart Builder. Okay, and I don't have a lot of detail on this because we weren't even going to go over the OTOs. He just kind of put me on the spot there and said, do you want me to cover this? And I'm like, yeah, go ahead. But this is where they basically will host your sites for you, and they allow you basically, I don't even know how to explain it, but they're building up the silo sites for you, and they're hosting it all for you. And I think you'd better just kind of check out the page to get more information. But something that I thought was very interesting, usually with an OTO, it increases in price, and you're able to pick the OTO up for $27. Now, if you picked up the 5-site license and you paid $37, then the OTO is going to be $37. And is it the same with the 47 also, Chris?
Correct.
Okay.
I was going to point that out as well.
Yeah, and so if your front end, if you picked up the unlimited, is it unlimited?
That's my understanding.
Yeah, it's my understanding too. If you pick up the unlimited version, guys, then that's 47. The OTO is 47 as well. So the prices, they remain the same throughout the funnel, right, Chris?
Correct.
Okay. So that's the Smart Builder. That's the second OTO. And then last, guys, he went over this in great depth, and I was just blown away by this tool. Like, I don't even know how the guy came up with everything that we saw there on the screen, because that tool did the job of like 15 tools back in the day. And I'm not going to mention the services, but you guys know those services that we were paying, $197 a month for to get those kind of analytics and data and statistics, and it's just awesome stuff. And some of the things that he covered, it was just unbelievable. But with the Instant Domain Sniper, you're able to search every single expired, up for auction, and unregistered domain in existence. Okay, this is a second OTO. Pick it up for $27. So just to kind of give you a rundown, because each one of these things have bullets underneath them. I think you did a great job explaining this, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time, but you get the Domain Sniper tools, you get the Suggestion Sniper tool, you get the Keyword Sniper tool, the Competition Sniper, the Social Sniper, and the Metric Sniper. Okay, so all of that there is included with the second OTO. So that's the whole entire funnel. I mean, I see a lot of questions coming in saying, is there more than that? Nope, that's it. Those three offers right there. And again, the price is just something that has really surprised me, because usually, with the OTOs, you see those at least double or triple in price. It's just an amazing deal, and I think Richard did a great job demonstrating the software. And for those that are really trying to boost their rankings, or maybe you're like me and you realize, hey, it's time to get back in the game, because I'll tell you what, guys, my site, here's what I didn't realize back in the day, okay? Back in the day, all I was trying to do was make money from my banners, right? I didn't know, a lot about this business, but today, I know that my site, it's a massive lead generation, and I now know that it's important to build a list, and once I get those lists, I can get them into other webinars, I can get them into other opportunities, I can present other products to them. There's a lot more than just getting your viewers to click on a banner, right? So I'm pretty excited today, and that's why you see me getting back in SEO. That's why you see Chris getting back in SEO. And I really like the software that I saw, and what I'm thinking is, based on what Richard showed us, how many people have outsourcers? Just say yes or no. Yeah, okay, quite a few.
Yeah.
Quite a few. This is an amazing project for an outsourcer. And what I suggest you do is go pick up the software for $27, learn it, and you heard Richard say that they got tutorial videos there and they provide top-notch support, and he backs all his products, and I know that. We've been, working with Richard and Simon for quite some time. What I would do is I would learn the software and then just kind of go through with Camtasia or go through with Jing and make a short little video showing how to use the software, right? And then provide your outsourcer with a list of your domains. Teach your outsourcer how to go out there and find those domains, just like Richard showed us, and just have them run this PBN network for you. And he already showed you how it runs on autopilot. So if you have your outsourcer setting it up to run on autopilot, then it's pretty much a hands-free operation for you, and you can actually focus on your business and you can focus on the money side. So yeah, it's just awesome, and it's definitely something that I'm looking forward to working, and I can't wait to see the results. What's your thoughts on that, Chris?
That's the way I would do it. You know me, I'm all about being lazy as I can. So I definitely like the outsourcing concept. That's the way I approach everything I can do that way.
Spoken like a true Texan, right? I'm all about being as lazy as I can.
Hey, I'm just being honest, Hey.
Yeah.
The one thing I will throw in though to as far as to make sure that I did forget about. I know Richard was having trouble with the page with a couple of the bonuses showing up. So if they don't show up, if you saw it in one of our emails, then you'll probably see it all included in there. But there's actually two other plugins that we're exclusively offering, which is they will be the Widget Wizard and the Magic Ad Genie.
Oh, so, yeah. Is that the pretty girl on the cart?
Yeah, that's it.
It's there. Hold on a minute. Let's go ahead and pull this up real quick. Just everybody's asking about our bonuses. So
all right. Yeah, that's why I was, because I had.
So this is.
I'm not sure it's showing up on the link because the questions that I was getting in there.
Yeah, no, it's here. So this is the first bonus, and I gotta apologize, guys. I don't know anything about the bonuses. I was so focused on the product. But here's a coupon code. So Smart Blog discount. So they're getting 20% off with that coupon code, right, Chris?
Correct.
Okay. And so Smart and Easy Ranking System. I honestly don't know what this is, but here it says WP Smart Rank makes every blog you own a content creation monster, auto content creator using articles and RSS feeds, plus builds viral traffic to any site, never before sold or offered as a bonus for buying Smart Blog Networks, come complete with an unlimited license. All right, so I guess that's something that Richard probably created as well?
Yes, we twisted Richard and Simon's arm to throw a couple of these in here.
Okay, well, that's going to be high quality. And then I can tell by looking at the box cover that this is theirs as well. Smart Blog Action, full hands-on video course that lets you follow step-by-step how to build and set up your networks. Now, is this PBN Networks?
Man, I'm not going to sit here and fib to you. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm not either. No fluff, just actionable content that is designed to make your blog and network grow. Well, when he says network, guys, if I had to assume, that's what I would assume. I mean, when you have a blog network, I mean, that's kind of what it is. So that's definitely going to be a quality product. And I'm telling you, I saw the girl here earlier. I saw her on...
There's two pages, and that's the problem, and I'm not sure which one to go to on the link. And that's just the problem with technology is there's two links, and one of them it didn't show up on, and the other one it did. And, I may have mixed them up in the email that was sent earlier, so that's why I was trying to make sure that they knew, depending on which page they landed on. I definitely referenced them in the email, so.
Okay, yeah, and I see our timer is off a little bit, but that's okay. All right, so there's two other bonuses in addition to this, and so all you guys need to do is go to yourimhelper.com/SBB, and somebody's asking me if I can go over this slide again. Sure, no problem. So let me open that back up. That's the front-end offer, so you can manage multiple sites from one dashboard, track domains, page authority, up-to-dates, track PR and backlinks. You get all the updates, find content for your site, find keywords and related keywords for the site. It finds content, spins it, and posts it. Finds content, spins it, posts it, and drip feeds it. And you can find domains based on keywords and adds to network. But you also saw how we got into the silo and a lot of other stuff. Just a really cool piece of software. Very easy to use, very well thought out. If I had to come up with something like that, there's really nothing else that I would consider. Not that I'm a big SEO guy anymore, but I can definitely see how this software can put me back on the board. So that there is the front-end offer. You go to yourimhelper.com/SBB, and then just really quick, the upsell is the Smart Builder, and you heard him talk about how he has C-class hosting, and they have the IPs. They're going to handle everything for you. There's a couple options there, so make sure you check out the first OTO. And then we have the Instant Domain Sniper. It searches every single expired, and up for auction, unregistered domain in existence. You get the Domain Sniper tools, the Suggestion Sniper, the Keyword Sniper, the Competition Sniper, the Social Sniper, and the Metrics Sniper. And that is just the summarized version, guys, because you saw the power of this tool. And once again, if you came in at the front end on $27, that's exactly what you're going to pay for this as well. yourimhelper.com/SBB. How did we do, Chris?
Did great.
We covered the whole entire funnel. I wasn't planning on doing that.
Well, you got to do what you got to do, right?
Awesome, and I appreciate you helping me with the questions and everything else too. That's awesome.
That's why I'm trying here. I got quite a few. I'm still answering a couple here.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Just say yes or no, guys. How many people? Just say I'm in if you're in. Good. We did our job today.
Awesome.
Well, look at that. We got a I don't know yet. Well, what is it you want me to do? I like it when people are honest, right? You're not going to hurt my feelings any. I had one guy tell me, I asked him that one time. I said, go ahead and tell me if you're in. and he says, "Over my dead body."
Well,
It doesn't-
at least he's telling you straight up, right?
Yeah, it doesn't bother me, right? I mean, the guy definitely had a sense of humor, but cool.
Yeah, I like that though.
Yeah, yeah. And how many people just type in sniper if you picked up sniper today? And I'm trying to get my Jing to work over here on the other screen, but it keeps crashing because I like to go ahead and take a snapshot of this if I can. Yeah, just go ahead and keep typing it, guys. Keep typing, keep typing, keep typing. Awesome. Look at this, Chris. We got a bunch of snipers around. Keep going.
As long as they're not aiming at me, right?
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to try to take a screenshot on the other one here. Keep typing, guys. Keep going. Yeah, double sniper, sniper. Let me see. Did it take a screenshot? Let me see. Hold on a minute. It's still going. There's still snipers coming in. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me try it again. I'm trying to get Jing to work, but because I have dual monitors for these webinars. You guys can see, here's where I asked. Let me see if I can get this to work. Jing, let me see if I can go history. Come on.
Tried that a
dude.
couple times. I'm not as good as you at the dual monitor thing.
Yeah, hold on. But I want to get this because it's still scrolling. People are still, hold on a minute. This is funny. But I got to be able to get this to work. Let's see. Jing. Let's see. History. No, let me try one more time. Capture. All right, let's try this one more time.
You better give up, buddy.
No, hold on. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here's where I asked. I said, how many people are in with the sniper? So as you can see, guys, it's an awesome product. Tons of people have picked it up. We had even more for Amin. So, yeah, that's awesome. Again, Richard and Simon, top-notch guys. I just hung out with them in Spain. I flew something like 29 hours to go hang out with them. Awesome people. I really appreciate the support they provide. The tutorial videos are there to help you get started, but I really don't think you're going to have a hard time at all. So again, the link is youriamhelper.com/SBB, and I know Richard is busy, but if he's still around, Richard, we definitely appreciate you taking the time to go through and do this demonstration video. And Chris, as always, it's been a pleasure. And is there anything you want to leave us with?
Just that it's been great, like you said, as always, man. It's been awesome rocking the show with you here.
Awesome. All right, guys. So youriamhelper.com/SBB. People are wanting to know, is there going to be a recording sent out? I'm not quite sure. We definitely recorded it. I'm going to leave it up to Chris, whatever he wants to do there. So on that note, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I got two little girls that are waiting to hang out with me. But again, pick this up, $27, youriamhelper.com/SBB. Get out there, start setting up your networks, start getting content to your blog, and let's help you start seeing some real results in your business. Thank you so much for your time, guys, and we want to wish you all the best.